Sister, how are you?
Shanti, brother, I'm good, and you?
Yeah, I'm fine too. Today we are going to discuss a very important and very interesting topic, uh, which may create confusion among God believers, especially Brahma kumaris. So, what do you think? God, does He protect Brahma kumaris? Does He show special care to Brahma kumaris compared to the rest of the world?
Uh, Shanti, that's a very interesting question, and I was never thinking actually about that, how that much.
Mm,
I think because we do believe in God, and we do believe in God qualities, and we
mm,
do believe in this knowledge, and that golden age is coming.
mm,
So the knowledge is kind of protection already, because if you believe that the golden age is coming and that everything what is happening in this world anyway is not that good, then it's like a devil world. So even if bad things happening, he already prepare us for everything in the Murlis. So that's kind of protection actually, to know all those things and not to be surprised
mm,
when bad things happen. So for me, that is the most protection. But I think one of his Shrimat in Murli is purity, so that also protects us a lot. And if we can conquer the lust and the evil spirits,
mm.
that's our protection.
That's true. In tomorrow's Murli, there's a bigger surprise that God says, I'm not giving you happiness. I'm not giving happiness to Brahma Kumaris. I'm not giving happiness to anybody. So, can you make out what it actually means?
Uh, Baba say that he doesn't give anything maybe for free, for no effort.
Yeah.
He actually, if you deserve it, if you can
Mm,
imbibe it, then you can feel it.
yeah. And Baba says, I'm not giving you happiness. Instead, I'm showing you the path to happiness. I'm not giving it
Yeah,
right away.
that's the truth.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He doesn't give us anything. We have to.
Mm.
Oh, they flashed. They flashed. I lost.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, Baba doesn't give us anything
Mm,
because it means that we can just take it and feel irresponsible, because he gives us responsibility. He give us knowledge, he give us directions, and if we follow the directions,
mm.
he doesn't give us happiness like this
Straight
is the
away.
mercy and you're gonna have happiness
Yeah,
anyway. So
yeah.
it means we need to make some effort, we need to have
Mm,
yoga with him, we need to remember him, and then we can imbibe that happiness.
yes.
So it means we
Uh,
don't just take and get for nothing.
yeah. And after all, we are living in the land of sorrow. How can we expect happiness in this land of sorrow? If he gives happiness right here, then we will absolutely not make any effort to go to the land of happiness, right? So,
Yes,
yeah,
true.
we have to realize that it is the world of sorrow. And Baba says that I'm showing you the path to happiness. It is up to you whether you make effort to reach the highest status or the lowest status. Everything depends on your effort. I'm just giving you all the secrets I have within me. So, the more you imbibe those things, that's going to protect you. The more you uh, pay less attention to those things, you're going to be in a bigger trouble than non-BKs, because we are going to get hundredfold punishment, thousandfold punishment. multi-million fold punishment.
That's so true, brother. And he
Yeah,
told us the mountains of sorrow gonna fall. It means
for
there is so much sorrow
yeah,
accumulated in this world.
yeah,
Because actually we accumulate so much sorrow in many things, but we still uh, act perfect in this world. So we don't show that and we don't fall totally
yeah.
into depression. But there is so much accumulated sorrow in so many things. And
Mm,
so it's very important to realize that there is no any glow in this world
mm,
that is real.
yes. And uh, do you know about this story of Ramayan?
Which story?
Story
There
of
are so
Lord
many
Ram.
stories.
Story of Lord Ram.
Yeah, I heard. I heard some stories, but
Uh,
remind me.
okay. His wife gets kidnapped by Ravan, Maya.
Yes, I know that.
So, do you know how
Sita.
he?
She's
Yeah,
Sita.
Sita. So, do you know how he kidnaps Sita?
He kidnaps Sita with having more and more wishes to make her wish this, to make her wish that, to have more uh,
Yeah,
materialistic wishes. And
yeah,
then she was kidnapped in that prison of wanting more and more of materialistic things
yeah,
and
yeah,
vices.
yeah. Actually, Ra so she sees an illusion of a deer, golden deer. So she believes it to be true, but it's actually Maya. Ram says, no, there can't be such deer here. It should be some form of Maya. But she stresses that she needs the deer right now. So she sends Ram to fetch that back. So when he leaves, uh, soon after, she's hearing the cry of Lord Ram saying, help me, help me. So that is impossible because nobody can conquer Ram. He is such a expert soldier. But now Sita got afraid and she sends her brother-in-law because uh, both Ram and his brother will be going with Sita to the forest. So they are there. Now when Ram goes after getting that deer, he makes his brother to take God of Sita. But now Sita wants her brother-in-law to go to help rescue Lord Ram. But he says, no, it's impossible for anybody to conquer Ram. But she persists. So now he has no other choice but to leave. But before leaving, he is saying, I will draw a magical line, a powerful line. So nobody can enter this line. No Maya can enter this line. As long as you are within this line, Maya cannot enter. His brother is named Lakshman. So he says, Sita Devi, please uh, don't cross this line. As long as you are within that line, you are safe. So saying that, he leaves. Now Ravan comes in the form of a devotee, Shiva devotee, God Shiva devotee. So and he asks for alms. Now Sita hesitates to cross the line because she knows that she will be safe as long as stays within the line. But now Ravan says, you are insulting me because I am a pious person, pious devotee of God Shiva. Sorry, insulting me by saying that you find threatened to cross the line because of me. Now Sita's mind gets softened. Then she decided to cross the line. That is exactly when Ravan kidnaps her. So now you would have known that that line stands for line of Srimad. As long as we are within Srimad, Baba is in charge. Once you step out, Baba is not in charge of you. That's the thing.
Yeah, there is some Murlis where Baba say,
Yeah.
children, how can I think about you if you don't think about me?
Yeah. Why should I think about
So
you when you don't think about me? Yeah.
how can I think about you if you don't think
Yeah.
about me? It means
Yeah.
that
That's
we
the thing.
have to
Yeah.
think about him so he can really
Mm.
make some work on us.
Yes, it's a nice point. One second. So you are saying that Baba says, why should I remember you when you don't remember me? When you remember somebody else?
How can I remember you if you don't remember
Yeah,
me? How
that's
can
the thing.
I have
Mm,
any work on you?
yeah. And also in one Murli Baba said, I don't even like you going with somebody else. It's like a human
Mhm.
lover. He behaves like a human lover. I don't even want to see you with somebody else. So possessive. Our lover, beloved Baba is.
I was never thinking about Baba
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
And I never
and
heard that sentence. I don't like
yeah,
to go
yeah.
on with
It was
Murli.
when I became Baba's child, uh, 11 years back. At that time, this Murli came, and we were very happy that Baba is so possessive of us. And another thing is, Baba doesn't have a body. See, if our husband doesn't have a hand or leg, obviously he can't protect like another person who is capable of doing everything. One second, sister. So Baba doesn't have leg, hand, anything. So all he can do is to give us the safest path. That's what he is doing because he knows how dangerous this Kali Yuga is. People even don't mind killing each other for trivial things. So it's so deadly. This world is so deadly. Baba knows that, and also he knows the way to protect us. He shows us the way so that we have to protect ourselves. That's what he does. So
Yeah.
recently a brother said about a true incident. He considers himself to be one of 8 Narayans. So now you can feel how much effort he would have put into this. But still, he was very much shocked about one thing because his neighbor, uh, they have a dog. So the dog comes here, it pees in their area, so they go and shouted at the owner of the dog. Then so they were shouting at his mother, so he got angry. So he raised his voice, but he did not use any abusive words. He raised his voice and shouted, then he came back. That's it. The next day, two men from that home, fully drunk, came and without asking anything, they started beating this brother, his mother, his father, his sister, everybody right in front of his eyes. So he got so shocked, he doesn't know what to do because he is not used to these things. Then everybody said we should complain this to the police station. So they went there, but there, to his shock, they say this brother actually beat his mother and his sister-in-law who is pregnant. He got shocked because they were telling lie. So they were repeatedly telling this. Then finally police somehow recognized the fault in them and they threatened, if you keep on doing this, I will put you in prison. Then they said sorry, they departed. But now, if a week has passed since, but still he couldn't forget that. He is so shocked. He's so worried. What did I do to deserve this? So that's why, and that's what he asks. Why is Baba not protecting me? Why did he not? Why did he fail to protect me? Somebody came and beat me and my family, but he didn't do anything. So that's why we are discussing this topic right now, which will
Yeah,
happen to
it's
everybody.
very interesting.
Which will
It's
definitely
very
happen to
interesting way of
everybody.
thinking
Yeah.
because there are many souls who say I'm atheist because why God will allow this or this or this, but it's important to know the law of karma and the thoughts and everything. So
Everything.
you really attract many things also.
But he even got beaten. He went to police station. So everything happened. But if you see the starting point, it's all because of a dog. So, and another thing is, they went there to ask them not to leave the dog here anymore. But they abused his mother, and he couldn't stand that because of affection. That's the real problem. That's why he raised the voice. Just because he raised the voice, everything else happened. Because he triggered them. Nobody
There is
knows
too
what.
much also
Yeah.
playing of power. There is
Yeah.
too much plays of power also,
Yeah.
so that
Because
can also be
yeah,
connected.
yeah. As you mentioned earlier, we have mountains of sins above our head. You have to be
And the
cautious
sorrow
all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
fall.
You have to be cautious all the time. If you place one wrong step, that's it. You are in danger. There's no escape at all. So that's why Baba says, Baba saves us even after following Srimad regularly. If we are facing this situation, just imagine what would have happened if we didn't become big at all. What would our condition be?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be very unimaginable. So that's the
Yeah,
thing.
because you can
Yeah.
always see what other, for
Mm,
example,
mm,
sometimes I have drunk people near
mm,
my house
mm,
and I tell them
mm,
to be quiet or something.
mm,
And my father say, are you not afraid you're gonna be beaten
mm,
from them or something because you
mm,
I say no, I'm never afraid.
mm,
But I do threaten like with the police or say to be quiet, but I was never afraid that something gonna happen to me
mm.
from them. But you can see how other people think. They think if you say something, you're gonna be.
Yeah.
It means depends what is your belief.
Mm.
Don't believe that someone gonna beat me if I say what I think.
But it happens. This world is like that. Even with the slightest trigger, they don't even hesitate to shoot each other. This happens
Yeah.
quite often in America, right? With school
So,
kids also. They have gun all the time. They take gun to the school and shoot randomly. Even kids
yeah.
can't control their mind.
Yeah,
So
because there is so much anger inside those kids and they don't know how to control it anymore.
yes.
It means they have so much suppressed emotions and beliefs on usually inferiority or something that doesn't give them like they don't feel powerful, and then you think the only power is to take someone's life
Yeah.
because you feel that your life is like not in your control, then you want to take other people's life.
Yeah.
So it's very good like to have good relationship with your child and speak with him,
Yeah.
because I heard many things happening to children too. So it's very important to have healthy relationship with your child and speak with him,
Mm.
to not even tease the children that they go in school with, because it can affect. It's easy to, especially in this time on social media, like children had so much bullying on their mind.
Yes.
because there are so much bad words.
Mm.
So it's very important, like, to be a healthy conversation with your child and to protect uh, them from also bullying others.
Yes. And also, if that's the condition of children, then what about adults? They,
Yeah, so many suppressed things
yeah,
happening.
it may burst out anytime.
Suppressing because it is the only way to survive sometimes, that you suppress
Yes.
because you don't know how to deal with things anymore,
Yeah.
and you suppress
They pro
because you want to show the power, but you don't have it really. So
Yeah. When you
you're
don't,
suppressing your
yeah,
real emotion.
yeah. When you are suppressed to the extreme, that's when it bursts out. So at that time, you have 0% intellect, 0% tolerance power. So that's when you you behave like an wild animal.
Yeah.
So
Because you see so much injustice, and that's usually because of those things,
mm,
and you don't know how to deal with that. So it means you have to speak with your children,
mm,
and the children need to know how to speak about their emotions. It's
yes.
very important.
Yeah, that's very important. But not every kid is blessed with understanding, matured parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. And also, we don't know from what background the person we are dealing with comes from. So there is always a danger that he can be triggered by using a single word, which may appear very simple to you, but it's a trigger point for him. Maybe like making funny comments. It's not actually bullying, but still he takes it very seriously. It affects them.
Yeah.
So that's why Baba says, always think before you speak, think before you act. So that's the sign of a knowledgeful soul. So
Or be silent.
yeah, good to be silent all the time. It's always
If
better
it's
to
hard
use,
for you to think.
yeah, it's always better to use as few words as possible. In Bible, it's mentioned, if you speak more, it is certain that you will commit sin by speaking more.
True.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's the thing. So now Baba says, see here what actually happened is he lost his control when he sees his own mother being disrespected by somebody else. He couldn't stand because of the
Yeah.
attachment he has over her. So that's why it's one of the vices. Because attachment will make one man burst into an animal within a fraction of a second. You won't even give time to think about your action, about its consequence. Now he is worried all the time about why I behaved like that, why God did not stop him. The reason is God actually helps him by showing his weakness. His mother is his weakness. I think it's everybody's weakness. Attachment towards mother, father, child, and our spouse, especially wife. Men get so attached to their wife. If somebody disrespects their wife, they will even kill them. They would even tolerate
Mm.
the disrespect to their mothers, but they can't disrespect uh, someone disrespect their wives.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Likewise, the attachment towards
Tolerance,
child.
power of tolerance is very
Tolerance.
important.
Yeah, and
So
tolerance
to
comes.
not get
Yeah,
affected
yeah. Power
from
of
your emotions,
yeah, power of tolerance
from
is
your emotions.
important, but you will get it only when you stay detached.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. You
that's
have to
right.
stay
Detachment is
detached
essential.
from your from emotional state, because
Yeah.
whenever you come too much into your emotions,
Mm,
that is like a battle lost.
yeah. So God asks us to stay out of emotion with any human being, but He wants us to be
Yeah, that's
emotionally
why
attached
Baba
to Him.
say That's why Baba says sometimes in Murlis that those who defame you actually uplift you,
Yeah,
and
they are your true friends.
those who
They
yeah,
are your true
and
friends.
those who give you too much good, like
Mm.
how to say, brag you, like tell you so many nice
They
things,
are your
then
true
they
enemies.
keep you more attached.
Yeah,
They keep you more attached to this world actually,
yes.
and like
It's it's very difficult. It's very they are very dangerous because we don't know to discriminate between right and wrong when we are in such circle. When our friends always say you are great, 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 then we always want to be with them. If somebody abuses us, then we will go away from them. But if somebody is always praising us, we love to be with them. So they can easily manipulate us. So our intellect will no longer work. So whenever they say yes, we think we are right. So that's very dangerous. So it's better not to have such friends. Bullying friends are better than them, than bragging friends, right?
this is
Yeah.
it's like very important not to get affected to
Mm.
anything. Of course,
Yeah.
someone cannot stand the bullying. There are
Mm.
some people who cannot stand those who defame them.
Mm.
But it's in spiritual growing, it's good to
Mm.
see the difference. Like when someone really tell you something, it doesn't mean that they are enemy for you.
Mm.
They can really like just uplift you sometimes, and it's
Mm.
important to recognize that. I don't say that is the rule, but it is like
Because
Baba
divine,
always say, make your enemies your friends, because that make you
yeah,
really a victory.
yes. And also, I love this line from Bible where it is mentioned that if somebody insults you, you are blessed. So take that insult on behalf of me. So that's what Baba also says. Tolerate. You have to tolerate. When you can change the world, can't you change one BK?
Because when you are responding the same way as other people treat you, then you are not like you are a regular person. You are just doing what others doing,
Yeah.
copying. But
Yes.
if you really like understand when there is someone who defames you, and
Mm.
you can go above that, that makes you a bigger
Yeah.
person definitely, and more spiritual awake, and
Mm.
more tolerant and stronger. So yeah.
And also, I heard from non BK, some famous personality, saying that when you get angry, that's the real success of your enemy. Just he wants you to make to get angry. That's his intention. So as long as you are cool, he is still under defeat. So that's something we have
But
to
there
bear
is
in mind.
so many subtle ways
Yeah.
to make other people angry. You can
Yeah.
also do it with the good words. It depends all like
Yeah.
there are so many subtle ways of everything.
Yeah.
You can be very good with words, but your deeds are not so good. You
Mm.
don't know.
Mm.
So it's good to be detached, more detached than
Okay.
attached to
Yeah.
anything.
That's why Baba says, die to this world. If you think you are alive to this world, then you are in big trouble. Just die.
Yeah.
Let them do whatever they want. It's their part. Nobody can change it. You just be the witness. Pass it. That's just a sightseeing. If you are able to
Just
pass
the
it,
passenger.
yeah, if you are able to pass it without getting affected mentally, then your marks is increasing. That's going to determine your highest status.
Yeah, that's so
So,
true. They give you
yeah,
blessing.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Now you are getting the power to cross it. So it's a test paper. So they are the instrument for that test paper. So we have to actually thank them, or else we wouldn't know
Yeah.
that we have that much tolerance power. So this is our streamers. As long as we are within this streamers, nothing will happen to us. Because God says, humbleness is our protection in Kali Yuga. Staying humble is very essential. If you,
And service also, it makes you more soul consciousness.
yeah,
It's
even,
important
yeah,
to
only if
have.
you stay humble, you will be successful in service. Or else you can't serve. Nobody will be willing to work with you, right? If you're not humble.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's the thing.
That's so true.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we have to always detach ourselves from our family, especially because we get emotionally attached to them. So we have to detach because only through them we will have to settle our karmic account in the way of punishment if we get attached to them. But if you are detached, then you are safe from punishment for your past sins. Actually, you are getting punished for your past sins, but still, it is through the form of attachment that punishment will enter. But if you detach yourself from everybody, then Maya has no door open to punish you. So, being detached is the way to close all the doors and be safe.
And it's also important to be detached from yourself.
Yeah.
There you can also fall into the trap of protecting yourself too much.
Mm.
And then you can really like also get in too much sorrow for yourself or something. So it's also important to detach even from your own role, from your own like recognition, need for be recognized or something,
Yeah, that's
because
why
it can
Baba
also
said,
get you into the
yeah,
trap.
that's why Baba asked us to get rid of body consciousness totally. You are just a soul. Soul has no name, no relations except one relation. That's with the one supreme soul. So he is the father, mother, wife, husband, child, whatever.
There is so much arrogance of a body, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
so
the thing.
interesting when you think how much we actually get attached to a role that we play. It's
Mhm.
funny because this is just the costume. When you think like this is really just the costume, I'm just the actor playing this role. This body is just nothing else. Baba says sometimes old shoe.
Yeah,
It's nothing else by the old shoe.
yeah.
And how can we get too much attached to this old shoe and to this old body and to the role?
And
We can
also,
say see it all as a detached observer and just enjoy playing it. How it's funny, how everything is funny around us because everybody is so attached to the old shoes.
yeah, that's why he wants us to be soul conscious. You are just a soul, nothing else. You don't have anything else. See, if you are very strong, if you are very arrogant, if you have fight with many, and one gets really triggered, and he brings all the rowdies with him, and break your leg or hand, and make you immovable, then where will your arrogance go? From that point, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
But when you are healthy, when you consider yourself not having your leg or hand, then you will stay humble. That's why he says, be soul conscious, which means you don't have hand, you don't have leg, you don't have physical strength. Then where will arrogance come
You
from?
see, now my connection stopped. My connection stopped
Hmm.
because the internet that I had
Oh, you're saying
is
about
finished,
internet connection. Okay,
and now
okay.
yeah,
Oh,
because I
what?
had my mobile internet,
Okay,
and now
okay,
mobile internet is over.
okay.
Uh,
So we were speaking about detachment. So we need to stay detached, which is the soul consciousness is all about detachment. Detachment from everything, including our own body and bodily relatives. Then you are absolutely free. You can always be in the flying stage. So that's the protection. Baba says, as long as you are on earth, you are surrounded by danger all the time. That's why you need to be in the flying stage all the time by detaching yourself from everything. So that's the number one streamers. Only when you cross that streamers, you are in trouble, which is also good because that reminds us to get back to the line, or else we will be in trouble. So that's also Baba's way of helping, and he is actually shaping us into deities. So here Baba is giving us the path. As long as we are on that path, we are okay. So if you are not okay, it definitely means that we have crossed the path. We have crossed the danger line. So how can we blame him? He has given us the protection. When you go beyond the protection, then Baba says you have to be within the confluence age. We are surrounded by iron age. So if you go into the iron age, obviously you will be in trouble. So if you go out of the confluence age, Baba is not responsible. So that's what happens. Just a slight triggering word is enough to even uh, somebody to kill us, because we have committed so much sins, because we will be punished first for our sins, and in addition we will be having repentance for that for several days to
Yeah.
come, that I should have listened to
As I
Baba.
understand,
Yeah.
as I understand, we have to heal ourselves from our ego and what
Yes.
we think that we are,
Mm.
so we don't get affected but by other souls' roles
Yeah.
and what they feel playing.
And also, sister,
So
and also sorry for the
their ego
interruption.
doesn't get triggered.
Yeah, and also sorry for the interruption. Uh, in addition to understanding us ourselves, we also have to understand who others are. They are under the influence of Maya. So it's,
And we have to open our heart. I
yeah,
think when you open your heart and you send good wishes
yeah,
and you think good about others, you send love.
yeah,
I think the open heart can solve so many karmic accounts, because when
right.
someone think about you badly,
Mm.
but then your vibration come to them and they feel that loving vibration that is from you, it kind of heal the soul. So it cannot really they kind of feel more warm.
Yeah,
So it kind of heal those karmic accounts that we make with others.
yes.
So it's very important that love and that we really are in love.
That actually
Because
happened.
I once listened to something that how it's important when you do something, when you do your work with heart more than with your mind,
Mm.
because your heart is actually radiating much further than your thoughts and mind. So it's so much important to have open heart and to give love. So it's
Totally
going to
correct.
really calm the souls that are angry on you, and
Yes.
whatever happens,
And
you
and
can.
and for that we have to first fill ourselves with the power of peace. Only when we are filled with it, we can give that to others. So that's why we need to always be in the company of God, or else we will not be at peace. Then how can we spread peace? So this actually happened with Mama. One guy, um, he wanted to beat Mama because of he had issues with purity with his wife. So he thinks it is Mama who brainwashes his wife to stay pure. So he wants badly to punish her. So he enters the room. Everybody was keeping calm, and somehow he climbed the stairs and finds Mama's room. Mama was sitting in a chair in a meditative state, and when she sees him open the door with anger, she just uh, sits down, gets down from the chair and sits on the floor and says, "Welcome, my child." welcome my child, so lovingly that he forgets why he came there. He just started calling mama, 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 which means mummy, mummy, mummy. So that's the power of thought and pure attitude at heart. So that can transform anybody. So you should be able to do that with your enemies at the time of them hurting you. That's the thing. When you are safe, maybe you are able to send them good wishes. But when you are getting hurt, is it possible for you to send them good wishes? Because that is the real courage, Baba says.
That's true.
That's the meaning of
True, I
courage.
agree.
Yeah, that performs magic. And Baba says it will, that's the universal law. Even if he's a killer, if you're so true at heart, his mind will uh, melt at least a bit so that you will be safe. Maybe he will shout at you instead of killing you. So something like that happened with in the life of Isaac, right? Okay, whatever. Uh, okay, so we are running out of time. You have work to do, but we had very good discussion. Hope it will benefit many, like it benefits us.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's good to churn about these topics,
yeah,
even alone to others. It's good to churn about
yeah,
peace, about love, about
yeah.
happiness, and about God,
Mm,
because churning make you more powerful in the
powerful.
mind,
That's true.
and you don't churn other problems and things
Yeah,
and other people behavior so much.
that's true. When
So it's
only
good
when we,
actually
yeah, what,
to be the leader of your mind and thought. It's
mm,
good to give mind the food to
mm,
think about
mm,
better than your mind
mm,
serve what you think he thinks.
yeah,
So it's always to be better to be like to choose what to think about
yeah.
and what to churn about.
It's very
So yes,
essential to keep our mind busy with good thoughts, or else Satan will enter automatically.
yeah.
That's the thing.
And it's good.
Mm,
It's good to take sometimes, for example, in silence. If you get influenced too much from the emotion of others,
mm,
it's better to go take a shower, spend a few minutes in silence, and then come back. Maybe read Murli,
mm.
and then come back. Then to stay in that state if you cannot control the emotions. So it's better
And
like
also,
to take some action if you
yeah,
can.
and also it's very essential to spin the discus of realization as much as possible because that will stabilize your mind. So especially that five Swarup, the eternal form, uh, the soul form, the deity form, the worthy of worship form, then Brahmin form, and Farista form. So Baba says, take just 5
Angels.
seconds. Be in one Swarup just for 1 second. Is it impossible no matter how busy you are? So that really works. At least before we start eating, before we start doing any seva, before we start interacting with somebody, just spin it. Then you go. Then you will find your, because we don't know when Maya will enter. It won't warn you beforehand. It will come when we least expect it. So always expect it.
And the more you churn with others about your Maya, the
Yeah.
more it becomes stronger. Like, for
Yeah.
example, if you have some dislike for something, the more you churn that with others, the more you share that with others, it becomes stronger
Yeah.
and bigger.
Yes. Okay, sister. We had very good time. Thank you so much for spending your
Yes, we
valuable
did.
time.
Thank you.
So we will
We
be,
changed so many places.
yeah, we have, yeah, and also we'll be doing some more interesting topic in the future. Thank you so much, sister. Bye.
Asante, brother.
Mm.
Thank